Welcome to Wings of Wealth by PHNK. All right, let's just dive right in. Today, we're tackling the one big question that every single beginner has. You know, the one that might be stopping you from even starting.
And you know what? It's a great question. It makes perfect sense. You work hard for your money, right? Sticking it in a savings account feels, well, it feels safe. But here's the thing, and it's a hard truth. Just saving your money isn't gonna cut it anymore. Let me show you why. So there's this silent thief, and its name is inflation. It's that sneaky force that just makes everything from your chai to your petrol a little more expensive every year. What it really means is that the money sitting in your bank, it's losing its power to buy things day by day. Okay, let's put some numbers to this. Imagine inflation is humming along at, say, 6%. Now, what's your savings account giving you? Maybe 2%? 3% if you're lucky? See the problem? You're not breaking even. You're actually going backwards. Every single year, your money can buy less and less. And that is exactly why we need to talk about investing. This is where everything changes. Investing isn't just about keeping your money safe. It's about putting your money to work so it earns for you. It's the single best way to beat inflation and actually reach those big goals. You know, that first house, a comfortable retirement, whatever it is you're dreaming of. All right, so let's get super clear on this. Saving and investing, they sound similar, but they are totally different tools for totally different jobs. Here's the easiest way to think about it. Saving is all about protection. It's your safety net for emergencies. But investing is about multiplication. It's for your future. If you only save, your money just sits there, slowly getting weaker. But when you invest, it actually starts to grow. It leaves inflation in the dust, and suddenly, so many more doors open up for your future. This is so important. We really need to change how we see investing. It's not about being greedy or trying to get rich overnight. Not at all. It's about responsibility. It's about building a future with dignity and security. Okay, so if investing is this crucial, why do so many people find it so hard? Why do they start and then just stop? Well, the real reason might not be what you think. This right here is the heart of the matter. We think we fail because we don't have enough money to start or because we picked the wrong thing. But honestly, for almost everyone, the real reason they fail is just a lack of good habits. It's a discipline problem. Just look at this list. Not having clear goals, making decisions based on fear or excitement, being inconsistent. See a pattern? It has nothing to do with how much money you have. It's all about your behavior. So the big question is, how do we fix this habit problem? Simple. We build a routine. A really simple, almost boring routine that you just don't break. And here it is, the Wings of Wealth 3-step routine. It's your blueprint. First, automate it. Pick a date, set up that auto payment, and forget it. Don't rely on motivation, rely on automation. Second, and this one is huge, stop looking at it all the time. Check in maybe once every 6 months. That's it. This stops you from making panic decisions. And third, you only make changes when your life changes, like a promotion or a new baby, not when the market has a bad day. You have to remember this, seriously. Consistency beats timing. Always. Trying to guess the market's highs and lows, it's a game even the pros can't win. But showing up month after month with a steady investment, that is a winning strategy. And here's a little trick to make that consistency even easier. Give your money a name. Give it a job. An investment without a goal is just numbers. But when you say, this $2,000 a month is for my first home, suddenly it's real. It has a purpose. That emotional connection is what's going to keep you going. Okay, but what if you don't have a lot of money to start with? This is maybe the number one reason people never begin. They think you need a ton of cash to be an investor, but that's just not true. The answer is a huge, absolute yes. You can start small. Everyone does. Just remember this simple equation. Consistency plus time equals wealth. How long you're invested is so much more important than the exact amount you start with. A small, consistent amount over many years can grow into something incredible. All right, let's tackle this scary word, risk. People hear the word volatility and they run. But we need to understand what it really means because it's not as scary as it sounds. All volatility means is that the path isn't a smooth, straight line. There will be good years and there will be bad years. Some amazing, some pretty disappointing. That's just how it works. But the key is, over a long enough timeline, say 10 or 15 years, all those bumps smooth out and the overall trend is up.
I love this analogy. Let's imagine a simple coin flip game. If it's heads, you win 100 rupees. If it's tails, you get 0.
So on paper, the average result is 50 rupees per flip. Makes sense, right? But wait a second, on any one flip, are you ever going to get 50 rupees?
Of course not. You're either going to get 100 or you're going to get 0. That 50 rupee average only shows up after you flip the coin a whole bunch of times. And investing is exactly like that. The returns from year to year will be all over the place, but it's that long-term average that we're counting on to build wealth.
And that brings us to another myth that we just have to bust. The idea that the stock market is just a big casino. Look, they are fundamentally different. Gambling is about luck. It's a game designed for you to lose over time. Investing, on the other hand, is about ownership. You are buying a tiny piece of a real company that makes things, sells things, and earns real profits. You're betting on long-term growth, not a lucky roll of the dice.
So what's the bottom line here? It's simple. Forget about getting rich quick. Chasing speed is the fastest way to lose your money. Real wealth, the kind that lasts, isn't built overnight. It's not built on luck. It's built with discipline, patience, and consistency.